Yo, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, highly anticipated album. Obviously, Bruno Mars hasn't dropped since like 2003. I think the Twin Towers fell when his last album dropped. Was Osama bin Laden alive when he dropped last? 2016, it's been literally 10 years since he dropped. Oh my God. That puts a lot of pressure on this album, and I'm gonna be quite honest with you, Bruno Mars fans. Wasn't really fucking with the lead intro, the lead track. I really wasn't messing with it heavy like that. You know why? Because I was concerned because it sounds like Silk Sonic. It sounds like he tapped into the Silk Sonic sound, and then we're just like milking it. And I don't want his album to sound like Silk Sonic because we have the Silk Sonic album. We got 9 tracks. That's literally one song a year that he's been making. I guess it's more than one song. It's like 0.8 songs every year that he's produced. Insane level of lack of hurry for this. So there's obviously a lot of pressure, but he's also Bruno Mars. He has a fantastic voice. He makes banger music. Follow us on stream. We do this live every time. Join us over on Patreon. If you're watching this on YouTube, the full reaction would have been available on Patreon already for about like at least 2 weeks. You're watching a condensed version for copyright and time's sake on YouTube. So if you want to see every comment, every commentary, nothing cut out of the songs, nothing cut at all, join over on Patreon. That's the only place to see it. It's $5. It'll get you this and then whatever we've done over the last like 2-3 months. 9 tracks, risk it all. Spanish music? Gorgeous already. Sounds like a San Antonio Banderas type shit.
Just a chance to win your heart. You could set the bar beyond the stars. I'll do anything you ask me to.
Phenomenal voice as always, obviously.
Say you want the moon, watch me learn to fly.
Ooh.
Ain't a mountain you could point to I wouldn't climb. It's crazy, but it's true. There's nothing I won't do. I'd risk it all for you.
Hey, let's go get married right now, somebody. Actually, I changed my mind. You can't have this as the wedding song because this is about to be 9,000 wedding songs in the next 3 years. 40-year-old making teenage emo songs, man. I'm just a hater. It's not really even emo. It's not emo because emo is like, let me cut my wrists because I'm sad that I just lost the love of my life. Like, this is the opposite. This is like I'll do whatever to get to you. And there's nothing in the song that's like a sentiment that we haven't heard before. And I think that this is where Bruno Mars's music, why people don't like it. It's not like really anything crazy innovative lyrically. It's poetic, but it's not poetry that we haven't heard before. Like Talking to the Moon was a mad poetic song like that. Also If I Knew, if I knew you would come, I wouldn't have been the person that I was. Like, that's mad poetic. This is all very kind of generic. But it's Bruno's voice on top of this, like, very Spanish, sounding style. And it sounds very stripped back. It's just emotional, bro. It's an amazing track so far.
To hold your hand.
Ooh.
And call you mine. I'm trying to be your man to the end of time. Oh, I'll do anything you ask me to.
This is a song that would sound way better in Spanish, 100%. Not that it doesn't sound good in English. I know that like Spanish, if you put it into Spanish language, the poetry would just hit so much harder because there's not really too much like the rhyme scheme here, and the rhymes are not very like complicated, and so the poetry is not. It's not that it's lacking. It's just very simple. Like, I'll risk it all for you. Nothing I won't do, but it's true. Fly me to the moon that you could point to, like rhyme to the end of time. Like, these are all very simple rhymes.
If your heart's on the line, you could take mine.
If your heart's on the line, you can take mine as fire.
But it's true. There's nothing I won't do. I'd risk it all for you. I could go on and on to prove that you belong here in my arms.
Ooh. Let that bitch fucking sing then. We're just winning this year. We're winning this year with our sound. I feel like I'm at my local taqueria and they're just asking if I want a couple songs sang for $20 while I'm ordering my fajitas right now. Señora!
You want the moon,
Uno más margarita, please. Por favor. On the rocks. Let's do tahini. Let's do, no sal. Tahini. Okay. No, the jumbo. The bowl. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one. Okay. You need one? One more for him. All right. My tab. As an intro track, I'm thinking 8.5 out of 10 right there. It's not a perfect song, but I do appreciate the Latin, instrumentation and it's very stripped back. Lyrically, gorgeous, but again, it sounds like something is lost in translation between a Spanish song and then the lyrics that Bruno just sang. It translates gorgeously, but if you know it in the native language, it sounds so much more beautiful. It just happens to be Bruno singing it, so it sounds flawless. That might be another thing with Bruno that I think is his music too perfect? Is my steak too juicy? My lobster too buttery? I think his perfection of his voice, because it sounds like effortless. He there's not a note that he can't hit, and it just sounds like polished to the fucking max. And does that take some of the human element out of it? I don't know. I'm not asking for y'all to answer. I'm asking for like a Bruno hater. Is this one of the reasons why you don't like it? Is it too polished? Anyway, 1 for 1. Next up, Cha Cha Cha. This is the vibe that I like right here. I hope that Just Might is the only song that sounds like it, because Risk It All, Cha Cha, this Latin infused music style is not going to be mad popular here in the United States.
You got me drinking.
Okay. His voice is fucking flawless, bro. I feel like I'm on vacation right now. It is Silk Sonic-y, but it's not. I think what stops it from sounding like Silk Sonic in my mind, stops it from sounding like I Just Might. It sounds more Latin than Silk Sonic. It has that 70s soul element with all the live instrumentation. The horns specifically is very 70s, soul music. Yeah, that Latin element is kind of the thing that's keeping me engaged in it the most. Shit is fire, bro. I fuck with this so far. But also, this song is not very heavy. This shit just sounds like I'm on vacation. I got a pina colada in my hand. It's open. It's an open air portion of the lobby, and I'm at an all-inclusive resort. Everybody's kind of dressed up, but dressed down, kind of island, dressed up casual a little bit. You're chopping it up with, it's an adults only type of establishment. So you're chopping it up with other adults. No kids around. Sounds like I'm on day 4 of a 7-day vacation, in Cabo San Lucas. Oh man, it's just so smooth.
There's a party at the Penguin. Ooh, the hooligans way outside.
I just got my shirt's halfway unbuttoned, right? Got cigar.
Let me see what you came to do.
Shorty's got a nice little wine going on her side. She gets you in a flowy ass dress. It just makes me feel good. It just makes me feel good. How often are we listening to this song, though? On the rig. Seems very situational. If it comes on, I'm skipping it, but I'm not seeking it out is the thing. Now we're getting disco. You hear that bass line? Out of 3 songs, it's not going to be on the Grammy Album of the Year. In my opinion, it's gonna get nods because he's Bruno Mars and he hasn't dropped in 10 years. But I haven't heard anything where I'm like, yes, give that the album of the year for next year's Grammys. I love it, but it sounds very wedding band. It sounds like it has a negative connotation to it, but it doesn't. It just has that chill, not background music. That also has a negative connotation. This falls in the same category as Nora Jones for me. If I put her on in the background, people are going to vibe. It's going to provide a nice atmosphere. But you can also, if you actively want to listen to the song, it's gonna be gas. It's a nice song right there. I'd probably give that a 7, only because the replay factor and only because it's situational. I won't go actively search it, but if it comes on in my shuffle, I'm probably gonna vibe to it regardless. I'm probably listening. And it's also partial to my, I guess, heritage, my culture. So that kind of is like I have like a biased standpoint on the sound of the song and the music. If you were watching the Turning Point USA halftime show, album's probably not for you so far, if I'm being honest with you. Next track, we already heard it, but we're gonna listen to it in context of the album. You see how it sounds different already compared to the first 2 songs?
You stepped inside with a vibe I ain't
Never seen. Yeah, you did.
Yes, you did. Ooh, break my heart, break my heart, break my heart. If I find
See, he like faked me out with this song, bro. He faked me out. This is like the real Slim Shady, or this is like Eminem show, or like Without Me. This is just the lead single that he needed to write so that way he could put a lead single to it, because this doesn't even sound like the... Why? Because there's horns? Just because there's horns doesn't mean it sounds like the rest of the other 2 songs.
hey, Mr. DJ, play a song for this pretty little lady.
Not gonna lie, I also didn't like that.
I just might.
I didn't like that shit.
But what good is beauty if your booty can't find a beat? Show me now, show me now, show me now. Cause when I take it to the floor, ooh, you gotta get down. You know what to do. Hey, Mr. DJ.
That triplet is hard though. I will give you that, or Anch, is that he's not taking himself too seriously, so it's a vibe. And I do appreciate that about Bruno Mars, but it just sounds like other songs that he's made already. Like this sounds exactly like Treasure 10 years later, 15 years later.
This the part where I turn you all the way around, round.
It's a vibe. It's a vibe of a song, but I won't go actively search for this.
Put your heart into it, that's all I need, baby. I just might make up my baby. Hey, Mr. DJ.
Bro, his voice is fucking phenomenal though. His voice is immaculate. Oh my God.
Cause if she dances as good as she does right now.
Actually, it's kind of growing on me. It's growing on me. It's a good track, but it does sound like Treasure. That's the only thing. This is so much better of a song between the 2. If we're being honest, is this not the better song between the 2 for the same sound? I think it's also a better written song. I'll probably give I Just Might a 7 still. A 7 still, only because it sounds like a Silk Sonic outtake and it sounds like Treasure, but not as good. It's still phenomenally produced, phenomenal vocals. Lyrics are fun. He's not, like you said, he's not having too much, trying to be too serious with it. And not every song has to be dumb serious. Like, that's what I hate about people. And they're like, everybody feels like every song has got to be the most serious song of all time. I don't know what that is about rap music and about like R&B music. Like, let these motherfuckers have some fun every once in a while. Even though the songs are like 8.5s, like right so far we don't have a 9. And I think that people are going to, like, you made us wait 10 years for songs that are 8s, you know? Like, it's one of those type things. Like, people are gonna rate it harsher than it actually would be rated had it come out, you know, a year after Silk Sonic. Let's keep going. God, I was showing off. Or God was showing off.
Is it your eyes that light my sky?
I already knew that triplet was coming right there. That's tough. Fire, but also let me ruin the imagery for you. Anybody hearing Dick in the Box right now? I'm kind of hearing Dick in the Box vibes. In the best way possible, because that's a banger. I don't know why I'm hearing it right now, but this is gas, honestly. It's my dick in a box. Again, not the first time that I've heard this sentiment on a song before. It's like God must have spent a little more time on you by NSYNC. It sounds like Michael Jackson a little bit right here.
Got something special, but it's obvious you've been blessed.
It's a vibe, guys. It's just a vibe. Bruno Mars, our generation's MJ, longevity and vibes. Bruno Mars, Justin Timberlake, and Chris Brown, pop star level of Michael Jackson. But there's never gonna be another Michael Jackson. People just need to face the fact. Doesn't matter how big anybody is, they're never gonna be as big as Michael Jackson. The Weeknd, that's another good one. But The Weeknd's not a performer like that. That's the only thing about The Weeknd. Another solid track. Not a 9 yet. Not a 9 on the album yet. Not a 9 or 10. Probably got to go 8, 8.5 there. That's a nice track. We reeled it back into the sound of the album off of the last song. I mean, so far the album is mad cohesive. Mad cohesive because of those horns. It's the horns and like the 70s going into 80s sound, and then obviously the Latin, the mixture of all those elements, the horns, the Latin sound, Bruno's voice, standard pop music for 2026. And like bringing that 70s, 80s soul vibe to it. There's just not a lot to break down. Exactly. There's nothing to break down here at all. We're just vibing to the music. And even lyrically, there's not a lot going on lyrically. And Bruno Mars, honestly, lyrically doesn't really make too many songs like that. He just makes good music, but it's simple music writing wise. Why you want to fight? Let that guitar cry then. Let that motherfucker cry. Oh my God. Now we're talking.
Why you wanna fight with me, baby? You want me knocking on the door, crying in the rain. Baby girl, for you, I'll do all them things. Ain't too proud to say it. I admit I was wrong. Stop playing when we come back home. Why you wanna fight with me, baby?
Hey, yo, oh my God. I'm pregnant. Do you know how hard it is to hit that note that he hit without going into falsetto? Like without going into falsetto to hit a note that high as a man? Bruno Mars transvestite confirmed? Honestly though, do you know how hard it is to hit that fucking note? That eye is insane. Bro, that slowed down and why you wanna fight with me? Oh. That slowdown is so tough. The way he goes from like all this energy down to like, hey, let's bring the emotions back down. Why do we want to fight? Oh my God. That why you want to fight? Oh. This is a 9-10 right here. Oh my God, bro. Holy shit. I need a cigarette after this one. This one goes crazy. Oh my God. That drum fill right there went so crazy. Oh my God, that drum fill was nuts. I think we got our first 10 on our hands. I think we got a 10 on our hands right there, chat. That shit went nuts, bro. You know who would have went crazy on that? Giveon as a feature would have went nuts on that. Giveon would have went crazy. Now that's a song right there. That's the level of song that I expect from Bruno Mars. You know, especially if you're giving me 9 tracks, I need at least 3 to be that good. God Was Showing Off was good. Cha-Cha-Cha's little vibe. Risk It Off is fire. I Just Might Growing on Me. But that was the first one where I'm like, fuck yeah. 10-year wait, worth it. Flawless track. Flawless track. Let's keep going. Skate.
Baby, we should be together. Love so hard to find. Baby, I'll forever be yours. Every hour, every night, every day. On my soul.
You know what? I am curious right now, and I just thought about this because I was thinking about how this song would sound live, like with, you know, this album so far would sound nice with like live instrumentation. The album's not like, it's not stadium size tour type of music. in my opinion, so far. You know, like 24 Karat, those type tracks, they are. This album's very stripped back. I'm curious to see how he's gonna mix this album in with his other albums when he goes on tour for it. I'm also not paying $700 to sit at the top to listen to this album.
Put it on anything, put it on everything, on my soul, on my soul. I've traveled all around the world.
Another very Silk Sonic-y type track though.
Here you are. Yeah, I'ma love you like you never been loved before. Put it on
But again, it sounds pretty. The songs just sound good, right? Like they just sound technically very impressive and very like well crafted. Are they shallow? Is there shallow? I guess it is shallow. Safe, I guess, is a good way to put it. It just feels very like, you know, like it's there. Like I appreciate the music and I appreciate what he's doing, but it's not moving me in any way. That being said, that boy ripping, it is going crazy. That's why I'm saying it sounds solid. There's just no emotional connection there. Not meant to be an emotional connection album. That's fair. But at this point, that's what I want. Like, I want something that's going to fucking grab me strongly because I waited a literal decade. I waited a decade of my life. I was in my 20s when his last album came out. I was living in an apartment. Twitch was barely even a thing. I was playing Black Ops 3. Bouncing off of the walls. And riding walls, fucking hardcore search and destroy. I was spending 9 hours of my day making calling cards that only 6 people at a time were gonna see whenever I played with my squad. That's how long it's been since Bruno Mars dropped. Is this 10 years worthy of a wait? So far, he's going crazy, but I don't know about 10 years worthy of a wait. 1 out of 10, that song. What are we feeling? What are we feeling on that one? 7? Going crazy, saying nothing like a crackhead outside petrol station. Damn, where you at, Anch? Petrol. I think I'm going 7 on that. I think there's just a disconnect from what Bruno is bringing to the table so far and what I expected Bruno Mars to bring to the table for a 10-year wait. I think that's the only problem, is that maybe I'm in that camp where I'm rating it extra difficult because of how long the wait has been. Let's keep going. Man, this is a sample for sure, right? What's the name of this song? Oyo Como Va? Hey, Beaner's in chat right now. Tell me, is it Oyo Como Va? Is that the song that I'm thinking of? Evil Ways. You've got to change your evil ways. Baby, you're right. Knew the beans would come through. Knew it, Jeffer. Hard R on the Beaner is crazy. What am I saying? Hey, Bina? Bina would be crazy. Hey, what up, Bina? The hard R sounds way cleaner, if I'm being honest. You got to change your evil ways. Baby, I'm taking the word back for us.
Ooh, I got it bad for you. You got to understand. You should be my boo thing, my boo thing. I should be your man's.
This is a vibe. You know what? I fuck with these songs from Bruno because they're very flirtatious. They're very flirtatious and confident. And I fuck with that so heavy from Bruno because I feel like he has that level of aura where he can pull that off. This is the type of song that I like from Bruno Mars right here when we're talking about energy songs. It's energetic, but it's chill, but it's confident and kind of funny.
Something serious. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. You hear that organ?
Girl, I always have your back. You want some pretty brown Bruno babies.
Some pretty brown Bruno babies? You see what I'm saying on that confidence, bro? Like the confidence just makes me smile. Like this would get me. If I was a woman, this would get me. You think that's Bruno on that? You think that's him on that? Hitting the fuck out them things? Oh, that triplet. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, yeah. Bruno's invited to the continent for sure. What beer is Bruno Mars bringing to the asada? I feel like he's gonna try to pull up with some fucking Victoria head ass. He's gonna pull up with some Victoria or some Sol because he's like, I can't bring Corona. That's too whitewashed of me to bring Corona to the Mexican party. I gotta show these people that I'm part of the culture. Dos Equis too obvious. The wetbacks ain't gonna fall for that one. I can say these things, guys. Okay, calm down. Don't report me. He's definitely at the table with the aunties, right? With the tias. He's at the table with the tias for sure. What is that from? Come on, come on, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Twist and shout. Damn, there's so many interpolations in this song. That is probably my second favorite song on the album so far. Taking the single tias out to dance, exactly, or taking the fat tias, the ones that have been married for like 20 years, making them feel alive again for a second while they dance some bachata or something real quick, some salsitas. Yep, definitely taking the fat ones out there, making them feel alive. 1 out of 10. It's probably a 9. What is Bruno doing? What's he doing on tamale duty? On tamale duty, is he separating the husks? Is he fucking spreading the masa? Is he putting the meat in? What is his role? I gotta know what he's doing in all of these Spanish situations. Like, is he spreading the masa too thick, where the shit is like mad dry after it's been sitting in the steam pot for 12 hours? Or is it like too thin where that shit's falling apart every time I pull the fucking corn husk off? Is the ratio right? Oh, he's making the masa. He's making the masa because that is standard. Like, you can't really fuck that up. There's an art to the spread. You got to make the meat last. You can't be going crazy on the meat, and then we're gonna have too much masa and too many husks, and then we ran out of fucking meat, and the meat's dumb expensive. Or is he putting the lonja on there to give it that little extra flavor, that little extra fat? I think he's stirring it up because he's clearly not Mexican. So I don't know if we can't trust him with these serious duties quite yet. Maybe next year, if he's still around next year, we'll give him a spoon so we can see the technique on the spread. That track is a 9.
Thought our light would never fade away, but the fire don't burn like it used to, girl. No, don't wanna let you go, but you know something's got to change.
I should have bought you flowers and held your hand. Head ass. That's what this song is, right? Pretty much. I feel like these lyrics are mad sad for the instrumentation. I don't know why, like, there's a disconnect between how sad these lyrics are. So like it's not hitting for as sad as it should be hitting. Like, it's hitting as a song lyrically. Maybe because When I Was Your Man, like, that song hits sonically the same way that the lyrics hit emotionally. Yeah, maybe this is more like a begging type situation versus like a I'm depressed because it's over type situation. Like, this is last resort. We're on our last wing and a prayer right here as a relationship.
I'm looking for the magic. I can't seem to find it in your eyes.
See how sad that is?
The smile on your face that I used to make is long and gone. But the fire don't burn like it used to, girl. No, don't wanna let you go, but you know something's gotta change. Feels like
Yeah, chord progression is definitely more unique than compared to today's pop music. I feel like this is like standard level of chord progression for like 70s and 80s. Because songs were longer back then, so you could like take them in different directions. Now it's very like formulaic and it's generic in the way that the chords are supposed to sound for pop music. And that could be another reason why people are not going to like enjoy it as much, because maybe they're expecting like 24 karat chord progression. Again, 10-year wait, not getting what you're expecting.
feels like I'm reaching out with nothing left to hold on to, baby.
Yeah, bro, like where he's like landing these melodic endings, like where the melody's resolving is so unorthodox for what you would expect from pop music. Like, this is the hook. I didn't know a single landing note. Normally I can Like if you think about when I was your man, like it lands on the note you're expecting it to land on. If you know anything about how like melody resolve works, like it just lands where it's supposed to. This doesn't land where it's supposed to, which makes it as an interesting listen. But I can definitely hear how it might be jarring to people who want their music to do what they want it to do are not gonna like be fucking with this because it's not doing what you expect it to do. Oh, yup, fire. It's gorgeous, bro. It's gorgeous. A very interesting listen, too. Melody was insane on that song. Again, that's not going to be everybody's cup of tea because the melody is so, like, not standard. Like, it's not a 9 in the sense of, like, When I Was Your Man is a 9, but that's because it's exactly what you would expect from that song. This is a 9 because it's, like, the emotion is there, the disconnect, and then the pleading nature of the song. And like just on your knees begging and trying to like, you know, fight for what's left. If there's anything left at all, there's chances are there's not, but you're like psyching yourself into feeling like there's something left. And then just the melody is so different. Like When I Was Your Man, it like falls where it's supposed to. Exactly.
Now my baby's dancing, but she's dancing with another man.
Like that is a perfectly clean like melody resolve right there. Like that dancing with another man. Like that is like a perfect, that's exactly where that melody should end. It's like exactly where it needs to be.
Now my baby's dancing, but she's dancing with another man.
You know what I mean? Like, but then you go back to this song.
Feels like
that right there. When he goes down lower than what it seems like it should be. It's a more interesting listen, but it's not as satisfying as When I Was Your Man. We're on our last song, Dance With Me. Last track on the album, 10-year wait, already over. Kiss me under the bearded barley, lively.
Girl, you know I'm hoping when the music
Richie Valens is a crazy pull, but exact.
Your pride aside, right here next to mine.
It does sound like some like
you know I'm hoping,
1950s prom.
when the music ends, you and I will fall in love all over again.
See, this is a gorgeous track right here. Emotionally, this is a fucking banger right here. Emotionally, this is a banger. This is like If I Knew, but not as emotional as that song. If I Knew is Bruno Mars's best song. Don't even at me about it. That shit is fucking gas. This reminds me of All I Ask by Adele lyrically, but obviously not as fucking gut-wrenching. All I Ask by Adele, I almost cried when she performed that at the Grammys. I was literally speechless in my dad's living room. Literally, almost like tears in my eyes. I was not expecting that emotional reaction from that song. And I appreciate that he ended that last album and this album like that, because it's like gorgeous. I would listen to a whole oldies. This 3/4 time signature, 6/8 like swing time signature, waltz time signature. I would listen to an entire album from Bruno like this. See, like a perfect melody resolve compared to the last one. See, bro, we're here with the fucking... That's a lyric right there. That is a lyric, if I'm being quite honest with you. That's the best lyric of the whole album. Maybe the stars will shine a light for us to help us try to find what we're trying to find in each other, because we obviously lost the spark. We lost the light. We thought that this love was destined. We thought that this shit was written in the stars. Hopefully those same stars will shine a little bit brighter if they're really on our side to help us find what we lost. Fucking gas lyric right there.
It's been so long since I held you tight. I won't let you go till we get it right.
Bro, like the gut-wrenching lyrics of this fucking song, bro. The gut-wrenching lyrics of this is the type of songwriting that I want right here. Now I'm emotionally connected to this song, to this album. At least a song like this. He said, "Will you dance with me, darling, one more time? It's the only thing that we ain't tried." Like, we've tried everything to hold this relationship together, and all we have left is just this final dance. And I'm just praying to God that it's enough to keep us together. Even though we've done everything we can, maybe this last thing that potentially means nothing means everything.
Will you dance with me, darling? Please, please, please. And I don't wanna dance with nobody but you.
Are we gonna get a fade out? A long fade out. That is our 10-year wait on our Bruno Mars album. I don't know if 10-year wait is fair because Silk Sonic is a legitimate full album, you know? It's not like, even though it was a collab project, it's legitimately like, no, what is it, 9-10 songs? That's a decent length project. It's our first 10-year wait on a solo Bruno Mars album is what it is. 1 to 10, how are we feeling about the album? I think I'm going like 7.5. Maybe there's not I don't feel like it's an A. I don't even think I can give it an 8. 7.5. It's safe. It's a safe album. That's the only thing. I mean, he didn't play it safe with the Latin instrumentation. The Latin instrumentation wasn't safe, but it wasn't throughout the entire album. I mean, how many tracks had it? Risk It All, Cha Cha Cha. Yeah, God Was Showing Off. On My Soul was more like soulful. It's more like it's more like Soul Train vibes, I guess you could say. Something Serious. Obviously, with Santana, it's going to be in there. I probably got to go 7. 7.5. There's not like any solid misses where I'm like, that was like a 3 or a 4, or not even a 5, really. I'm not really ever going to rate Bruno's music as like a 5 just because his voice is impeccable and the song structure is always insane and the production decisions and the production quality is always like immaculate. But again, just sometimes there's not anything there emotionally for me to connect to. The fun songs are fun, but sometimes I feel a disconnect between songs that I should feel emotion for and what I'm actually feeling. If you've gone more than 4 years without putting an album out, literally every day that passes by is just increasing that fucking pressure on you. And I get that you're Bruno Mars, but like a 10-year wait for 9 tracks already is like, But you did bring up a good point. I think it was Jeff in chat said that like if this was a 15-track album, 9 is perfect. Even if it was 12 tracks, I would have been like, all right, I get it. You know, like it would have started to weigh on me. Silk Sonic hit harder. Because Silk Sonic is more fun. Silk Sonic is like the something serious. Silk Sonic is like why you want to fight. There's some emotion in some Silk Sonic tracks, so we get like a Dance With Me type of song from Silk Sonic. There's also 2 artists, so you get a little bit more variety, and they get to play off each other versus just like Bruno just doing Bruno's music. It's kind of one of the pitfalls of J. Cole's music is that you don't get that collaborative sound, pushing each other creatively to sound different. J. Cole kind of just doing J. Cole only music. YouTube, appreciate y'all guys watching. Let me know what you think about the album. If you're still here, I appreciate you getting this far. Obviously, most people on YouTube don't make it this far, so I appreciate it. Again, if you want to see every piece of commentary, you can go check it out on Patreon. None of the songs are cut out on Patreon. It's Bruno Mars. You know, he makes impeccable music quality-wise, so it's really hard to go lower than that, but emotionally, it's just not there as other albums are.